Welcome guys to my part 2. Just remember what part 1, where we ended on part 1. We decided to create a database called Currenter, and these are the tables within that database. So now we're going to create a project, and this will be a Windows Form project. I'm going to call it Car Rental as well. And I'm gonna go with the latest framework. Okay, so once my project is open, first thing I'll want to do is to rename the form and call it menu. So I'll just say menu form. This is to identify that I have a form. So everywhere where we're saying form 1, it will now be called menu form. Okay, I'm happy with this. So you see now it's changed to being called menu form, and I'll just want to create 2 more forms as well. So I'll say right on the project, right click, and I'll say add a new Windows form, and this one I will call it customers. I'll just say add customers. So I have another one called add customer. The other one I will just say there will be a form called add a car. So I now have 3 forms: add cars, add customers, and the menu form. Right? I didn't write form at the end here, so but I'm happy with it. So let's go and start programming this, whatever we just did now. So I'm just gonna reduce the size here, change the text, just call it menu, change from sizable and put it to fixed tool window. Okay, change the background color, put it at white, and then I'll just like to also go and change the start position so that it's at the center. Turn off the minimize and maximize. I think I'm happy with this. From there, I need a picture box to put the logo. Right, so before the video, I went online and downloaded one of the logos, which is very famous in South Africa. It's a car dealership company, which is very famous. So I just want to show you guys the logo that I've chose. You guys can choose any other logo you prefer, right? So but for myself, I'm going with that logo. So now that I have a picture box, I'm just gonna say give me my image as a stretched image, and I'm gonna go choose the image now, import it from my local place, which is here under the downloads. Press OK. Okay, so I'm happy with the logo. It's now on the screen. I can just navigate in terms of make it look much better. Okay, so Avis is one of the rental companies we have here in South Africa. It's very popular. So from there, maybe I want to have a button, and on this button it will be the one to link us to add customer. So I'll have another button. My second button will be, remember, each button must take me to at least a form. So add cars. Okay. I'll want to have another one later on called view invoice or view slip. So I'm just gonna add the button now. View invoice. I'm happy with the current setup. So this will be my buttons that navigates to different forms between adding a customer, add a car, and view invoices, right? So let me go program these buttons as well. Make them, first thing first, I'll want to change the name of the variable or the name of the button. Just say add customer BTN. BTN will be a way I'm mentioning all buttons. You can call it whatever you want here, as long as you'll remember it later when we reference back to it. Add this time around I'm adding cars. Then the last one is view invoice. Okay, I'm happy now with all of my changes. Maybe one last thing I can do is just to make this button change the behavior. There's something here under the flat style. Maybe if I make it pop up, and maybe the control text, I pick the red, since Avis is also using red. One last move. I think I'm happy. I'm happy with this form. So if I run this form independently, let's see how it looks like so far. Remember, this was our first form, so when we run, we expect it to be loaded first. Okay, just to show you from the screen itself what it looks like. this is how our app looks like so far. We have the logo here, and we've got our 3 buttons that are basically pop-ups, and you can click any of these buttons. Add customers, add cars, add invoice. I am quite happy with the design. You can maximize, you can change the size of this form. It's a very nice form. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to carry on from here. Maybe just to put this Avis in the middle here. Okay, so that's the end now of part 2. Stay tuned for part 3.